So we all know Lil Zay is one of Chicago's top artists right now, family. So they're saying that Lil Zay is calling out all of Chicago because they're dissing YSL and Young Thug, and they saying Young Thug is dissing Lil Durk. All this beef, it's just too much to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody beefing, and then I heard we gotta watch Young Thug made a diss song. I ain't heard it. We gonna have to watch that too. So it's just a lot going on, family. So we about to just get straight into this video. We gonna watch it together. All right, y'all, and let's do it. Oh, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, because we supposed to be family. So if you don't do that for me, it's like, come on, blood, come on. We supposed to be locked in like.
Go get that money, don't stop. Let's go. I'm in the spot, it's just me and the hitters. I'm spending quality time with the killers.
You know what I'm starting to see here? It's a whole bunch of Chicago guys using these Young Thug audios against Durk as a way to somehow make it about them and use it to also show their loyalty towards Lil Durk.
Right.
Like, I don't know about y'all, but you would have thought Durk bought houses for the whole projects.
He the voice.
Right? The way everyone is coming out the woodworks and coming at Young Thug. And it's funny because they always say, what's the easiest way to get our people to come together? Either by a funeral or some type of controversy or drama. Now that same person you argued with yesterday, let someone y'all don't know or don't really have any type of dealings with, let them say something about you or the other person and watch how fast y'all click up together to go against that one person. Now when it comes to this Durk situation, I personally think everyone's just trying to use this to their benefit, which some of these same people was acting like they wasn't even feeling Durk prior to this. Right? But y'all know what? Clout is a mug. Right. Now, just like me. Somehow a lot of these guys done use this whole situation as an opportunity to get attention, whereas now it's almost like a Chicago versus Atlanta thing. You got guys in Chicago responding, then you got guys affiliated with Young Thug responding. Like, what's going on here, y'all? But once again, that clout is one hell of a drug. Right. But on another note, here we have Lil Zay Osama. Now, before we even get into what he had to say about Young Thug concerning Durk, I'm confused. Because despite Lil Zay Osama beefing with almost everyone associated with 600 in Chicago, period, a little bit of that spilling into O Block with other factions, I wonder how is he expecting to still have a good relationship with Lil Durk? Maybe he knows something that we don't. But after all the things he said and done with this whole situation, I can't see Durk being cool with him if he does even get out of jail. Because think about it, right? If he does decide to still mess with Lil Zay Osama, it'll be like a conflict of interest because now you got the guys who's affiliated with 600 and the other ones who's not going to like that. Keep in mind with what Lil Zay Osama tried to pull with the whole King Von stunt, you have a lot of guys upset with him about that. So with Durk claiming that Vaughn is his brother and having ties to the same guys that Zay chose to diss, I don't see how he would get out and mess with Zay. Keep in mind, Zay also came at THF 46. Now, as y'all know, Bezu and Durk is really tight, so that's another relationship jeopardized if Durk get out and does decide to still rock with Lil Zay Osama. And I don't think he's willing to throw away friendships with guys he knew for years for someone he just met not too long ago, no matter how much they bro each other. Now I mention all this because Lil Zay Osama will call himself going at Young Thug and speaking up for not just the situation surrounding Lil Durk, but he's also talking about how Chicago is as a whole. He's basically saying that Chicago don't stick together, nobody's doing anything to help one another, and he even went back to saying that this is not the Chicago that he knows from when guys like Bump J and other OGs had it in a chokehold.
Bro, first off, all of us too young to know about Bump J and all of the old head stuff. I was just showing my old head a video of little bro blowing a switch at somebody and stealing an SRT. He couldn't believe that the 15-year-olds had them type of guns. Do you hear me? So it's like, bro, ain't no unity and no structure and none of that stuff no more. The people who really doing the violence, like the young bulls for real, and the music that get all the glory is the most violent people. And all my little brothers listen to is the most violent music. So you know what that means? They violent. They like that backdoor. They love that backdoor shit for real. So it's like, So it's like, how you gonna bring folks together who love back dope? How you gonna bring folks together who love violence? How you gonna bring folks together whose favorite artists talk bloodshed and death? I don't believe it's quite possible. You know what I'm saying, no family? I don't know about that. But let's see.
He called Lil Durk to go in the whole 9 yards. But like I said, I have a hard time believing that when Durk come home, he's gonna be messing with Lil Zay Osama. But let's get into what Lil Zay Osama had to say, as he would take to his IG story and he would say, quote, "Real talk, I've been watching this whole situation and it got me thinking. I get it. Street-ish happens. There's politics in this game. I'm not perfect, and I've been in situations too. But when I heard that call where Thugger said, I did a lot for Lil Durk when his career wasn't going well, and I did too much for you, then said, cut that cap ish out, that opened my eyes.
But it showed me
not because of the beef itself, but because it showed me something about how we move as a city.
Right.
Chicago been putting in work for decades. Durk been carrying the city way before a lot of rappers even knew the game. But somehow we still end up in spots where people from other cities feel like they made us or like we owe them something.
But it'd be because I think other cities are more about, like, especially like a place like Atlanta, they more about like developing themselves, developing artists, making some money in their music, stuff like that. Like if you think about the biggest artists out of Atlanta, you're gonna think of like the Young Thugs, the Lil Babies, the Migos, like even dating back to like T.I. and who else? Gucci Mane. All of these people, they came. Yeah, they was kind of violent people, but at the end of the day, they end goal was to make the money. In Chicago, we ain't talking about all that money most of the time. They talking about popping somebody's ass, killing ops, hawking folks down. Look at a real Chicago music video. Even our most popular videos with millions of views, bro, you don't got no Draco in your video, no switches. It's barely any artist who got music videos with women and money in it. So when you go to Atlanta, you talk to Atlanta artists, he basically put you on because he told you to stop doing violence and make regular music. Because Lil Durk was also one of the first artists in Chicago where they said, bro, Lil Durk, stop all that singing shit, gang. We gangsters. Why you singing? You making mainstream music. Your ass a hoe. That's the way they play you in the city for real. Like, are you talking positive, you bitch ass nigga? Are you talking positive right now? So it's like, you can't even really be mad about it. It really show you about the city. Lil Zay way older. I thought he would have been new this, especially because he a famous rapper. But I can tell he don't because he's still hella violent. Shit hurt my head, gang.
Because our ecosystem is broken. Back in the Bo Deal BSM and Bump J days, that type of disrespect wouldn't slide. Then he would take to his next slide and he would say, quote, "It hit me different because I realized we don't support each other the way other cities do. Look at Detroit, Memphis, even."
Boy, I'm from Chicago. Boy, I make these videos to try and spread positivity. Do you realize somebody would try and spank my ass about this, try and pop my ass about some of this stuff? And I'm just trying to be positive, gang. What the fuck? I'm trying to get my little brother to get a scholarship and get out the hood. And they'll be like, you talking about street shit online? I'll pop your ass. Meanwhile, the leader of the streets is typing paragraphs all on Instagram. He the biggest thing in Chicago. Look at these damn paragraphs. Oh, no.
Cities. When one of their artists blows up, the whole city backs them. They jump on remixes, repost their music, bring each other on tour. That's how you build something strong. We already got everything we need right here in Chicago. Every style, every sound, the producers, the engineers, the videographers. But we've been moving too separate instead of moving together. So when outsiders come in, we show love like it's their second home. And too many times it ends with disrespect, like what we saw with Smurf. This showed me that if we don't back each other up, we leave space for outsiders to feel like they could play with what we built. I'm not perfect, but I'm learning. And what I learned is this: Chicago gotta support Chicago. When one of us drops, we gotta post it. When one of us wins, we all gotta celebrate it. It isn't much to ask for us to win together.
Sound
now,
good.
let me tell y'all right now.
It sound good, but them actions, them actions.
This ain't one of the most biggest contradictions I've seen in a long time.
This is a hypocritical.
I don't know what it is.
Right message,
and this is the problem, right? Because a lot of these guys, they do a lot of good talking,
right?
But no action.
Exactly.
All this sounds good.
He the one with the rolls,
right?
The Maybachs, and the Porsches.
All this sounds
and
great.
Designers.
But guess what? FYBJ man is over there trying to push peace. And he's one of the same guys saying that I'm not pushing peace. Actually, he's one of the same guys that contribute to the peace not being pushed at all in Chicago. But here he is saying Chicago need to support Chicago. Let me tell you, one of the main reasons Chicago don't support Chicago is because right now Chicago is a full-out war. It's like a battlefield.
Hands off their body.
Nobody knows.
Hey, I'll be having to make it. I'll be ducking my damn taco. I'm like, I'm gonna have to take my ass back to LA. They gonna pop my ass. You can't even drive down certain streets. Don't even stop at the stop sign. They gonna Swiss cheese the car. And then, but the thing is, I also think it's happening is Lil Zay is in LA and he's having the luxury of not being in the trenches or being around treacherous people as much, to where he's able to look at the stuff these folks is doing in the hood and like, damn, this is stupid. Maybe I can help somebody. So even him saying he was not pushing peace from the safety of his nice neighborhood, he probably did see these messages and like, man, I am making stuff worse. Man, these young artists are not very good people. And that's what makes them popular. It's all bad game, for real.
Trust. Everybody talking about backdoor this, backdoor that. So when you say we don't support one another, it's because a lot of them don't support each other because that same drill culture that he pushes within his music as well is one of the main reasons why, right? Like, this can't be the same man that just went live and saying F bite down, F the whole 600. He don't care his war. If he see him, it's on site. They don't have to play.
I heard him tell
we
me.
spanked this one, that one.
Man. He said, I don't spank ass,
right,
so you a goofy.
This is what I say, man, all the time.
I thought we was talking about
a lot of these guys, they talk a good one. But when it comes to situations like this, it's about action. And when it comes to the whole Young Thug and Lil Durk thing, to be honest with you, it wasn't disrespect. It was just a man venting about how he feels about a situation concerning another man that just so happened to be from Chicago. It just so happened that it got leaked. But these are conversations that guys have with each other all the time.
Right.
All he said was, yo, he's screaming free Thug, but this man ain't clearing none of my songs. Right? It's simple as I do not blame him. Not to mention, then when you go back, because this is social media, of course, they done found a verse where Lil Durk is basically calling rappers goofies and saying he get paid for a verse, but he's not clearing it. So, at some point, we got to start taking accountability. Stop just always pointing the finger. It's not about disrespect.
Man,
when you have a man saying, yo, I'm not clearing no verses, these rappers goofy. And then when you hear another man saying that he actually didn't clear the verse on a couple of songs, how are you going to say that man wrong?
Exactly.
Right? How you
ain't lying.
Let me tell you, man, at the end of the day, y'all, forget all that. It's about action instead of talking. If guys want to change, they simply just have to change. Don't change when you want to. Don't change when it's more conducive or benefit to you, because that's not fair to others.
Literally, every single day.
Everyone got to be on one page, and if they're not, then guess what?
Actions.
It's never gonna work. Simple as that. So y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about.
So what do y'all think about that, family? I mean, I think I was yapping all through the video, giving y'all my stance on it. I'm giving you the stance from somebody who goes back and forth, y'all. Like, I be in Chicago. Literally, the only reason I even come back around is because I would prefer to change some people around me life. Because really, LA is very nice and calming and peaceful. But I be feeling wrong sometimes because I know Lil Bro them is out here tweaking, and I know that all of the people that my little brother look up to is not very good people, and they gonna lead them to hell and jail. And I want to see you win and become rich and famous and have power and go to school for free or do whatever you want to do at the highest level for your life. So for that reason, I'm willing to take that sacrifice and risk. And I think that a lot of these artists should be doing that as well, especially the ones who are having these budgets and money pushed behind them. They're having this money pushed by these same people out here in nice areas whose families live good lives. And Chicago people be so stuck inside of that loop of negativity that no matter what amount of money you get, you continue to push the negativity down your community. And that's why Chicago's not an uplifting environment. Almost nobody uplifts people from where we from. You know what I'm saying? Like, they pulling you down. And then when you make it out, they go, damn, your ass made it out, your ass faking. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I won't come on here with full designer and be running through Chicago. Because almost most of the people you see in Chicago who be dripped down to the head to toe or be still in the hood with the chains and the watches, they be the main ones popping it on people who really just like you. You know what I'm saying? Versus being a person who like, yeah, let me give my folks a real blueprint on how to change their life. Let me be relatable to them. Let me show them that this is how you do it. Let me show you how to live life properly. And so that seems like what Young Thug did with Lil Durk. He literally not even from the same spot. Young Thug came, pulled Durk ass right out. He said, you in too treacherous of a mindset. It's time for you to hit this level. So it's like, I can't be mad at how any of them interacted. And I think Lil Zay really put the right message out, just the wrong messenger. But at the same time, he could change that. If he had a realization, now we got to see the next actions. Because this the biggest artist out of our city. And if Durk don't get free, Lil Zay gonna stay the biggest. His last few songs stuff he dropping, he hard. So I appreciate y'all for watching the video because I am MasoMoney. So that's what I want to really talk about with y'all. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And then if we family now, like we really family, just go ahead and watch another video from me, gang. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.